This is Minutia Men with Rick and Dave.
Hey, Parody Boy.
Yeah.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm going to prove it today. Right.
Oh,
I am
okay.
just spitting out the parody songs.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, a little use of AI, I'll be honest with you. It's not
Okay.
good, but yeah, your constant, if it happened in the 90s, there's a parody song. If it happens now, there's going to be a parody song.
Okay, that sounds
so for the
definitive.
fans. Yeah, this is going to be parody song palooza coming up.
All right, well, you have to live up to it because it's time for Minutia Men.
The following is a Tony Lasano podcast, an Opie production on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. This is Minutia Men with Rick and Dave.
So, do you think you're Hammerstein of parody songs? Who would you equate your?
Yeah, Burt Bacharach, maybe.
Okay, a little bit.
Burt, yeah.
I think I'm a little more Barry Manilow-ish. I think.
Yeah? Okay.
But to be honest with you, I think you're going to see that I have a much larger range than you do of different genres.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see.
Here's a story coming out of Canada. I love Canada. What's your favorite Canada export? Maple syrup?
I was going to say Molson.
I was going to say Molson too.
Yeah, okay.
Well, not politeness.
Well, I like politeness too.
Oshawa Generals fans are being asked to shower before attending games, so perhaps they're not that polite. Something smells rotten in the bowels of the Tribute Community Center these days. And if you would have said the Oshawa Generals as far as smelling rotten, well, you wouldn't be wrong. Okay, they only have 27 points in 50 games.
Oh, that's bad.
That's bad.
That's bad.
In the Ontario Hockey League, which I know you're a big fan of.
Huge.
But it appears that some of the fans stink a little bit too. This comes straight from a memo sent from Jason Hickman, the General's longtime director of sales and service. In a memo sent out to season ticket holders, excuse me, Hickman advised fans, among other things, to please shower before attending the game. He said to do this especially if you went to the gym or did something that produced body odor. Okay, and it's spelled O-D-O-U-R
because they're Canadian.
Right. The email also says if you're feeling unwell, we encourage you to take care of yourself and cheer us on from your home when possible. There are references to personal hygiene stations, hand sanitizing location, cover coughs and sneezes, and be mindful of personal cleanliness while sharing our space with fellow fans. In a phone interview, Hickman, who has been with the team since 1997, said, I got a lot of people complaining about the person next to them smelling bad breath, this, that, and everything. Hickman said fans don't want to tell the neighbors that, right.
So please put out a memo besmirching the entire community,
the entire season ticket base. First thing.
Yeah.
Remember the Chicago Stadium, the old Chicago Stadium?
Sure.
Do you remember the smell of urine that was just permeating?
Have you ever been in a hockey locker room before? Hockey is the most notoriously smelly sport that there is because of all the pads and stuff they wear.
So they just sweat.
They sweat through it, and it's like leather, and it's just disgusting.
When were you in a hockey locker room?
I've been around. I have been around, my friend.
Were you in the Blackhawks locker room at some point?
No.
Were you in the Oshawa Generals? Are you the one who's stinking up?
I might have played a little hockey back in the day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Where?
I did. Right here in Mount Prospect.
How many years? One?
One game. One game.
Did you just quit then right after it?
Well, it was like a pickup game, but it was like there was the locker room, and I heard the people talking about this, and now I have friends that are parents of kids that play hockey, and they all talk about locker room. So, well,
Rick, if it happened in 2026, there's a parody song.
Okay.
So I sent you a parody song about this article here.
Okay, this is this one. He sent me 3 parody songs. Here's another one. Here we go.
Shower before the game. Went down to the ring glad as Saturday night. Jersey on and I'm feeling alright. But the fellow next to me, what a shame. Smell like trouble at the hockey game. 27 points will last again. But that's not what's bothering
is my British invasion period.
Game. If you've been to the gym or riding the train, shower before the game. Shower before the game.
Okay, it repeats a little bit.
Make us call your name. We'll cheer the team through loss and pain. Just shower before the game.
All right, there you go.
Nice. That's
A
not
little
bad.
ditty I wrote this morning. You know.
And what's the genre considered on that?
I think this. I put in the style prompt: British invasion, kink-like early Beatles, British invasion.
Are you going to say where you're making these?
I could tell it's the Suno app.
The reason why I'm suggesting it is because our next feature is about people sending things into us.
Yeah.
You know, if someone's feeling industrious.
Or if you want us, just mail us an email about, do you want us to write a wacky song? And when I say we, well, there is some work on my part to tweak. But if anybody wants this, hey, do a Broadway song about dental floss. You know what? Maybe we will.
Wouldn't it be nicer to just have people send it to us?
Well, that's true too.
Because we have a whole nother segment that we call this.
Things people send us, things people send us, so we don't have to work.
See? See how much better that is? All right. So I've got 3 things that were sent in this week. One is a comedy bit. One is a poem. And one
Lincoln
is a
poem?
limerick.
Is it the Lincoln poem?
Well, you'll have to stay here and find out. This first one here is a limerick. Okay. All right. An email from Wilbur. And Wilbur says, Rick, your penis feature in today's podcast, meaning last week's podcast, started like this. A plastic surgeon in France. And that sounded like the beginning of a limerick to me. For what it's worth, I completed the limerick. And here it is. A plastic surgeon in France sought to enlarge a billionaire's lance. The surgeon's surgery failed, the billionaire wailed, and now there's more room in his pants.
Very good, Wilbur. Very nice job,
Yes.
Wilbur. Thank
We
you.
like that very much, Wilbur. All right, I got a video of a stand-up comedian. This is from David.
Okay.
David sends this video. It's about Auschwitz on Yelp. Okay, the comedian's
Now,
name.
why would
is,
why would somebody send us that?
The comedian's name is Josh Edelman.
Oh,
and
okay.
And here is the segment.
I wonder if Auschwitz is on Yelp. It's there, guys. 4.5 stars. Which means a bunch of people visited Auschwitz and then gave it a bad review on Yelp. Personally, I don't know what's weirder, giving Auschwitz a 1-star review or a 5-star review on Yelp. It's like, how was Auschwitz? Oh, we loved it. 5 stars, highly recommend. I couldn't help myself. I had to read the bad reviews. These were a couple of my favorites. One person just wrote, too depressing. I commented on that when I was like, you should have seen it under the old management. My favorite review by far, though, was this one woman from Los Angeles wrote, I have never in my life been treated as poorly as I was treated by the staff at Auschwitz. Auschwitz actually responded to this woman. They were like, we are so sorry about your experience, ma'am, but we were only following orders.
That's genius.
Do you ever, I'm sure you do, when you read something, you hear something, and you're like, okay, I'm never going to be that funny.
Yes.
That's funny. I mean, that is brilliant.
That really was. Okay, and our final thing that has been sent in, and I think this was probably sent in for an important reason, and that was yesterday was Abraham Lincoln's birthday, Dave. And I don't know if you know about this, but there was a kid back in 1974 who wrote a poem about Honest Abe. Honest Abe, he was called. I believe it's called. And I'm going to tell you, I met this kid back when we were in college.
Yeah.
And
Did this kid have a hell of a head of hair?
he had a big head of hair. But
Kind of a mullet, kind of the part
he had
down
a
the middle.
mustache, looked a little bit like Tony Orlando.
Okay.
But anyway,
Flannel shirts.
Yeah.
Same
Flannel
one
shirts.
over and over again,
Yep.
basically.
This kid told me this poem within the first week I met him. And probably has told this poem, I don't know, what do you think? 1,000 times since?
Rick, I am so much more than just this poem. But when you know this, when you put art out into the world,
Yeah.
you don't know what's going to connect,
You
right?
don't.
And it stops being yours, right?
Yeah.
So,
All right.
I think this is.
Well,
I think
here we
I know
go.
the person that you're talking about.
1974 is when this came out originally. And this is Dave in a recording studio. And I have to say about 1994.
Yeah.
Re-recording it off the top of his head in a recording studio in Chicago
With Vinny
with Vince.
and a coyote. The coyote was real.
Honest Abe, he was called, and we are sure he was not bald. When he was young, he read and read, and even when he was in bed. But until the day he died, he had still never lied. He was one of our leaders, and a good one at that, who always wore a very high hat. And just as he wanted, and just as he got, except for a man with a dangerous plot. John Wilkes Booth was a very bad man, and surely not a Lincoln fan. He put a great leader into his grave who wanted so much to save every slave. Dave Stern, 1974.
I think I could have done that with more conviction. I kind of rushed through that a little
Well,
bit.
I don't think you thought it was being recorded for all time
point.
when you got in there.
Good point.
If I remember right, we were doing a commercial of some kind.
okay.
And, yes. So that's Dave Stern,
And
1974.
the media inquiries I get this time of year, Carl Sandburg,
I know.
the Society calls me, and I
Listen,
get
I've got news for everybody. At the end of this show, the very last thing we're going to play for you today is a new version of that poem. And now it's not just a poem.
no, it's
It's a song.
it is
And it's created by the same genius that created the poem originally.
so stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
We got a review.
Okay.
Minutia Man is smart, weird, hyper-specific. It's
Hyper-specific.
and somehow makes trivia feel like high art. Dave and Rick turned the smallest stories into big laughs, and that's from Malort Maven.
Wow, I wonder what they mean by hyper-specific. I'll be scratching my head on that one. It's time for this, though.
Time now for Studio Walls.
And the words of the prophets were written on the studio walls.
So this is the part of the show where we go back through our archives and pull out something that applies to something happening this time or had happened this week.
Yep.
And it turns out that it's the anniversary this week, Dave, of the Beatles appearing on the Ed Sullivan Show.
What is that? 62
February
years? 62? How many years?
1964.
So
It was like
62.
less than 3 months after John F. Kennedy was assassinated.
Right.
That's how long ago that was. And, we have not had any of the Beatles on, as it turns out. But we got the next best thing.
We actually also we had people that performed on the Ed Sullivan Show.
We have a lot of tie-ins, but I think we're never going to get another chance to play this clip. This is we called the Cavern in Liverpool, and they have a band, a Beatles impersonator band, that plays there on Thursdays and Sundays or something like that. And they're young lads, Joe Patrick and Max Robinson, who play Paul and George. And we talked to them a little bit on our Minutia Men celebrity interview.
They were young too, weren't they? Like kids.
They're kids. I'll play a little clip of it. Website. But have you ever left, like come to America or gone, to the continent and played in?
Have you ever landed in New York in front of hundreds of thousands of kids?
Have you ever
screaming?
played Shea Stadium?
What about Ed Sullivan? You ever do that?
We've got something in the works, America, but at the minute we've been to Malta, Belgium, the Netherlands, Spain. We're just going to keep ticking them off as we go along, but hopefully get to America one day.
Well, if
great shows there.
you ever do, you got to look us up because we'll definitely come check out the show.
Oh, definitely.
So, is there a Yoko? Is there a Yoko?
Yeah.
Do one of you have a girlfriend that may be breaking up the band by any chance? Is there anybody who plays Yoko?
There's girlfriends, but they're not quite Yokos, so it's, it all works out.
Not yet. Not yet.
Right.
It all starts out nice.
Not yet.
Hey, one last tip for you. I know that you're creating the persona. Stay away from the Jesus remark.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I just don't.
Right.
Yeah, just don't. Whoever's
No matter how popular you get.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, just stay away from that entire topic. Okay,
guys, thank you very much. It's it's the Beatles. It's the Beatles.
Well, you've never been to Tokyo, have you?
No.
Well, I don't know if I think it's in Roppongi. That's a neighborhood in.
Okay.
It's the Cavern. There's a Cavern Club.
Okay.
And they have Japanese bands, right? And I are Japanese impersonating, or Japanese bands that are impersonating the Beatles. And I really, really was hoping when I went there that it would be comical, right? It was. They were really, really good,
Yeah.
And
you came home with a couple of fairly racist sitcom ideas.
Yeah, I did. Locky Lacoon. I'm not proud of it. Okay, but yeah, that's. But if I don't, like I said, I don't know if it's still around. But it was real. I remember the salarymen all smoking. That was when you could still smoke indoors. And it was just.
I don't miss that.
Yeah. Hey, I got another story here.
Okay.
This comes out of Washington, D.C.
Our nation's capital.
RFK's Jr.'s nutrition chatbot recommends best foods to insert into your rectum.
Oh, my God.
A new government nutrition chat box designed to promote healthy eating briefly became the internet's favorite toy this week after users fed it wildly inappropriate prompts. I love Americans, don't you?
Yeah.
And some of these inappropriate prompts were questions about foods and the human rectum that absolutely no one in the public health sector
damn near killed them.
The AI bot, meant to offer meal planning advice and tips on leafy greens, answered questions no dietitian has ever received with a straight face. We wanted to encourage more fiber, a Health and Human Service spokesman said. We did not anticipate Americans redefining fiber intake in ways involving the rectum. Officials say that the issue stemmed from relying on a general AI system that will attempt to answer anything confidently. Blah, 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 blah. New safeguards have been added. In the meantime, the official dietary guidance remains unchanged. Eat your vegetables the traditional way. Okay.
Yeah, in your mouth.
Yeah, in your mouth. But I was in the studio, Rick.
Okay.
And I worked up another tune.
Am I supposed to say the title of it?
Sure, go ahead.
There's two of them here. I'm guessing it's Fiber the Hard Way.
Fiber the Hard Way probably is the right one.
Okay, let's play it. Country.
Again, I'm not a one-trick pony. I'm like Taylor Swift.
Well, the governor rolled out a brand new plan, said eating more greens, that's how we stand. Spinach, kale, and romaine hearts, Brussels sprouts for smarter starts, but somebody typed with a wicked grin, where does the broccoli go within? Next thing you know, that bot's undone, talking about vegetables and the human rectum. We were supposed to eat our greens, green beans, collards, limas, and peas, carrots, cucumbers, celery sticks ain't meant for anatomical tricks. They said insert into your diet, that's what they meant to say. But somebody took that word insert in a whole wrong kind of way. Sweet potatoes, zucchini too, butternut squash ain't built for you. Asparagus, spears, and red bell peppers belong in skillets, not wild endeavors. Corn on the cob, that's supper fare, not a health plan gone somewhere. The bot said, folks, let's just be clear, produce belongs from mouth to rear. We were supposed to eat our greens, okra, cabbage, chickpeas, beans, radish, turnip, cauliflower crowns, not for exploring uncharted towns. Fiber works when you chew and to swallow. That's a tried and true way. Not midnight Googling vegetables in anatomical disarray. Now listen here. The only thing that belongs in your rectum is common sense.
I don't know if that belongs.
And maybe a little regret. Put your lettuce on the burger bun. Put your onions in the stew. Roast them carrots, mash them yams like Grandma used to do. If you want that healthy glow, there's an easier display. Just keep your vegetables on your plate and your backside out the fray.
There you go. Nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Hey, you know,
there's going to be a lot more of those coming.
We could take this show on the road.
You think?
Between you and me.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
So I upgraded.
We only missed a couple of decades.
I upgraded to now I'm paying like $8 a month for this thing.
Uh-oh.
We can put our voices in it too.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
So, yeah. I got the whole weekend planned, Rick.
Okay. Well, I have a story for you. And I'm guessing that a lot of people's weekends plans include watching the Olympics, because the Olympics have been pretty huge. Everyone I know is talking about it. And there was a big story this week. Have you ever heard of Sturla Holm Lagrid?
You said it like French.
Yeah.
But,
and he's Norwegian.
Okay.
He's a Norwegian biathlete. And great week for him. He won the bronze medal.
Okay.
Congratulations. And then, as he's being interviewed, after he wins the bronze medal, he says that he cheated on his girlfriend. She left him, and now he wants to apologize publicly.
Oh, my God.
Hoping that she takes him back. Now,
what's his name? Sven? What was his first name?
It's Sturla.
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 I don't think that was a particularly good.
Smart.
Yeah.
So let me just he said, I want to get the quote right. There's someone I wanted to share that with my whole life who might not be watching today. 6 months ago, I met the love of my life, the most beautiful and kindest person in the world. 3 months ago, I made the biggest mistake and cheated on her. When I told her about it a week ago, and it's been the worst week of my life. That's what he said on TV. Now they've tracked down the girlfriend.
Can I ask you a question? What dialect of Norwegian was that? I'm just.
It's the German part of Norway. It's a German part of Norway. It sounds very similar. Okay. His ex-girlfriend has been tracked down. Wants to remain anonymous.
Of course.
Told the Norwegian outlet VG that she did not choose to be put in this position. It hurts to have to be in it. And she said that infidelity is hard to forgive, even after a declaration of love in front of the whole world, and said that maybe he should have contacted her in private.
Right. I think.
Which I think
we don't know what her name. We don't know what her name is, right?
No.
I think you dodged a bullet.
I think so too, buddy. Yeah. But now we're going to take this show right now, Dave, in a direction it has never gone before.
Huh.
Are you ready for this? All right, first the jingle.
Rick and Dave get email, electronic mail, in an electronic bag, or inbox. Rick and Dave email. Rick and Dave email.
And I think this Norway story is a good lead into this. This is an email from Peggy.
Okay.
Peggy says, it's Valentine's Day weekend. I can tell by listening to you two that you aren't exactly the romantic types.
Peggy.
So, as a favor to your female listeners, please tell the story of how you met your wife. There must be a softer side to you two old crusty dogs.
Crusty dogs?
Crusty dogs.
Well, Peggy, I met my wife at a Kinko's coffee shop.
Yeah.
We were working at Kinko's. This is in the mid-'80s on Champaign. She was leaning over the 1090.
Okay.
and collating, if you know what I'm saying. And I saw that handsome woman,
Kinko's.
And I asked her if I could clear her paper path. And 3 kids later, 4 decades, we've.
That's a nice story.
That's how I know.
Is your life still Kinko-ish?
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 No,
It's been how many years now?
Since we started dating?
Yeah.
It's going to be 40 this year.
Wow.
That's a lot of eye rolls. That's a lot of, you really shouldn't put that on the top shelf of the dishwasher.
Don't ruin the moment for Peggy. Peggy, my story's a little kind of a weird one. Bridget was working at the Loop in the news department. Another workplace romance, right? Unfortunately, she had a boyfriend at the time.
Well, weren't you dating somebody too?
And I had a girlfriend at the time. And so we kind of flirted. She would have to come into the producer's room. I was Stephen Gary's producer at that time.
And that was a very small room, right?
A very small room.
Right.
And that's where the newswire was. And she had to tear off the newswire to bring back into the newsroom. And she would linger and we'd chat. But it was harmless flirtation because...
Right. Off limits.
We both had, So anyway, one day... she's in there right at the end of the Kevin Matthews show and right before the Stephen Gary show starts. And Shemp was the name of the producer of Kevin Matthews show. And Shemp asks Bridget out on a date.
Okay.
And Bridget, you can see the panic in her eyes, goes, yeah, why don't we all go out? Including me.
Okay.
Me and Shemp and her.
Sure.
And so we did. We went to a comedy show.
How did Shemp like that whole thing?
I don't think he liked it. And at the end of the night, I promised I'd drive her home. And she lived in Wheaton, which is a long way away from downtown Chicago. So I drove her. I was going to drive her, and Shemp came up and goes, hey, why don't we go get some food somewhere? And she goes, I'm sorry. I can't eat. I got it. I just got to get home. He goes, all right, see you later. Close the car door. She goes, let's go get some dinner. And I'm like, all right. But anyway.
And then you called your girlfriend at the time, right?
Well, a few months later, I did break it off with my other girlfriend. And then I stuck with Bridget, and now it's been 1988, 38 years.
Yeah, right. And we've got your girlfriend on the phone right here.
All right. We have people to thank for this show. Before everyone's sitting around going, play the Abe Lincoln song. I want to hear the Abe Lincoln. It's coming. But we first have to thank our executive producer, Tony Lasano, with Opie Shows. Thank you, Tony. Also,
happy Valentine's Day, Tony.
Happy Valentine's Day. To Ed Silla, too.
Happy Valentine's
with
Day.
With the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Great Talk Radio isn't dead. It just moved to a better place, which is RadioMisfits.com.
So when I repurposed this content, the Abe Lincoln, I went down to, God, I can't think of it. What was the Memphis?
Beale Street?
Yeah, but
Sun Studios.
Sun Studio. I went to Sun Studios. I got the engineer here, and then I didn't like the sound, so then I went to Detroit. Okay,
it sounds like he's kidding, but he sent me and a couple of our buddies 8 different versions of this song, and I'm not kidding. 8 different versions of this song. This one is the best, as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
and do we need to tell everybody what it's called?
No, I think they know.
I think they've got it figured out. All right, here we go.
Honest Abe. Honest Abe. Honest Abe.
Sing it.
He was called. Honest Abe, he was called. And was sure he was not bald. When he was young, he read.
Do a little dancing here.
Even when he was in bed, but until the day he died, he had still never lied. Honest Abe.
Sing it, girls.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Stand up tall. Stand tall. Honest Abe. Honest Abe. He was one of our leaders, and a good one at that. Always wore a very high hat. Justice he wanted, justice he got, but there was a man with a dangerous pride.
It's gonna get a little dark.
No.
Honest Abe. Honest Abe. Tell
Bring it home.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Stand up tall. Stand tall. Honest aim. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Stand up tall. Stand tall. Honest
22 minutes after 6 o'clock.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Happy birthday, President Lincoln.
Yeah, it didn't end well for him.
They don't make him like him anymore. And we'll be have a nice President's
Well, what
Day
did Trump
weekend.
say that he was the best Republican president, including
Lincoln. Yeah. We'll be back again next week. Have a nice President's Day weekend with another episode of
Minutia Men.
The proceeding was a presentation of the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Find our other great shows on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and at RadioMisfits.com. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
This has been a presentation of Opie Productions.
Tony, can you shut up?
Crusty? Crusty old men? What?